Hello, welcome to my quick training on how to use journaling to plan your month, your week, and your days. Okay, now, just to give you a quick kind of intro to journaling, I think being a mum is really stressful and really unpredictable, and it's the unpredictability that I really struggle with. So what I wanted to do was just share journaling is my absolute secret weapon. It is the cheapest form of self-care and therapy you could possibly imagine. It's the quickest, it's just like the most reliable. It gives you that sense of self-reliance and empowerment as well. Now, before I show you anything, I just want you to know that there are no rules. I'm going to show you how I do it, and I've been doing it for years and years and years, and I actually do it in a journal, but I was asked to make it easy and other people wanted to use my methods, and so I have made these planners for you, but you can just take them and adapt them. You can write them up in your own journal, or you can print them off and use them exactly. It's very much up to you. But what they help me do, and why I think it's really going to help you, is they help me plan my month and my weeks for both my happiness and well-being, for my family and for my business. And if I do that, everything flows more easily. So it's a very short amount of time to help the whole month end up going much more easily. It keeps me on track, which obviously, having a chronic illness and being a mum with a couple of kids and being a single mum and running a business, I need. But it helps me to pace because I tend to overdo things otherwise, and that's really important because of my health. And not just physical health, but mental and emotional health as well. Pacing is just crucial. It helps me deal with the ups and downs of life. I particularly have had a really tough 12 years, and especially the last 3 years have been really tough. And journaling has been my key method of survival. It helps me then to come up with solutions when those challenges or smacks in the face arrive, and it helps me to really improve my health. My health is massively improved, so it helps really improve my health. It's scientifically proved to boost the immune system and help with things like pain relief and sleep and stress and so on. So, like I said, there are no rules. You do not have to do it the way I do it. It does not have to be tidy. It's meant to reduce your stress, not increase it. If it's increasing your stress, change the way you're doing it. Okay. So I'm going to show you the monthly planner that I've created for you. And every month there's going to be a new one. Okay. So in each month, you get a little message that it will have been an intuitive download for you. You get this events calendar, so you can highlight and really, like the biggest events that are happening. You've got the top 3 goals, 3, right? Because if you have top 3 goals, you're most likely to achieve them. If you put in 500, 20, or even 10, likelihood is you won't achieve them. So these are the things that categorically every day or every other day you want to be moving forwards on them. These come first, right? Then there's a journal prompt. What a journal prompt is, you write this at the top of your notebook or your journal if you've got one, and you write it, and then you just start to write ideas. What would make the biggest difference? So this one is, what would make the biggest difference to my life? I was able to achieve it by the end of the year. You could start by saying, I don't know, maybe it would be this, maybe it would be that, and then start writing and see what comes up. Well, if I did this, it would lead to that, and all the rest of it. My cat is about to demolish something on my desk. Then it's got a tracker. Tracking is really important for me because otherwise I can get ill. So I've left a gap so you can choose 3 things to track. And then you've got the weeks, the 5 weeks. So then you just track as you go. For me, undoubtedly, when I have an emotional dip, when I have a physical dip, I look back and the tracker will normally 99% of the time tell me why. right? And then also, I think it's really important that we track and measure the happy things in life and remember them so we can look back. So here you pop in happy memories, things you're grateful for, blessings from that time. So you can look back at the month and go, right, okay, you know, how did I do with my top 3 goals? Maybe I achieved one of them. Brilliant. You know, what insight did I get from that journal prompt? How did my tracking go? You know, what lovely things happened. Right. Then on a weekly basis, so on Sunday generally is better for me on a Sunday night. For you, maybe it might be Monday morning, or maybe things happen and it's during the week. It doesn't matter. But I track a goal for my well-being, my family, and for you it might be work project, or for me it's my business. I will have sat down and had a quiet cup of tea and thought, what is my focus for this week? And it might be calm, it might be getting back on track, it might be rest, it might be all sorts of things. I find that if I sit there, count my blessings, have a cup of tea, and then say, what's my focus for the week, it will just come. Then I list appointments. This is to make sure I don't overload my week. Then I have my priority to-dos. It's not a to-do list as such, but it's like what has got to be done. All right. And then blessings. So this is even more space for counting my blessings, you know, going back each night and thinking, oh, what blessings, you know, what can I say great? Say thank you for today, to me, or to my health, or kids, or what went well. Then, because at the moment it's probably a good idea, though we've got a lot of increased costs, I've put a budget plan down here for you. Don't be freaked out by it, but this will help you make the most of the money that you've got, get the most value from money, and generally it broadens and opens our mind so we can actually bring in more money somehow or other. It's kind of magical. Just go with it. All right. So in here, you would put what you most expect. You might absolutely have this exactly the same. You might have some months where you know it's going to be a bit more. So I have put in here generally, what are you going to spend on the house, your regular bills, your food, savings, even if it's a fiver, I really recommend it psychologically. And then I call it pots for the partner, for you, and the children. If you don't do that, I really recommend it. It does not have to be the same amount. It's just but it does have to have been agreed, and it makes money spending transparent. It removes control, it removes arguments, it removes resentment, and people know, oh, it says parter, spelling mistake, sorry, I'll fix that. People's expectations are then set, and it's not your business how your partner spends their pot. It's not their business how you spend your pot. The kids, you know, yeah, the pocket money, again, it might be different. It might be things that you're like dance classes or whatever that you're definitely spending, and then a pot that they have a choice about. It's just really good for the health of the relationship. So you'd have that in there, and then you would just plot any unexpected costs or income that come in and the actuals at the end of the month. And it helps you adjust if need be. Maybe you need to rethink your spends, you know, and so on. It's just face it is easier than not facing it. And then just in case you haven't got a diary, this is here. I use it because I tend to be very, very harsh on myself and assume that I didn't achieve what I would have ideally liked to achieve. So this helps me stay kind of grounded so that I remember what happened. I look back and go, oh, last week, this is what happened. It gives me a sense of what happened and what I did achieve. And sometimes I have a little summary because maybe there was a specific something that happened that week. And I go back and I review these every 3 months, and it's and then I do an overall review at the end of the year, which might sound like a lot of work, but it really makes a difference to me. Now, this is just like the top level of how I use my journaling. I use it loads more as well. He's now stealing the sellotape. Bloody cat, stealing the sellotape. Thanks, cat. Anyway, I hope you love it. There will be a new monthly planner for you to help you each month, which will come out just before the month starts, so that you can think ahead and Yeah, be on board. Remember, make it work for you. So sending you loads and loads of love. I hope you end up loving journaling as much as I do. And take care. Let me know how it goes.